it, but do you think they're gonna go the double duelist route or no?
I don't think so. Especially for this map of Bind, I don't think so. Again, it's been quite some time since
But
they
could you, if they elected to do that?
I would love that.
Yeah.
I mean, just because they have a lot of very good individual players, and you can capitalize from that the way that Corrode did when they switched to the double duelist on this map.
Yeah, that is going to be very interesting whether or not they elect to go that route. But it seems like they do have, at the very least, the capabilities to be able to do so.
Yeah, and I think for C9, the reason they picked this is probably because their retakes are super good and super coordinated when they are on point. So maybe for Bind, I feel like they've cooked up some crazy strats for their attack side, but their defense side is going to be pretty solid compared to like any other map.
Like I said, I'm very surprised that Cloud9 is not going for this Haven map. That has looked great for them. But to be honest, the macro and the way that they played it is very similar to what they do on Bind, where they're playing with Oxy and Mitch towards long, sometimes just leaving Oxy by himself on this race. With the operator, there's a lot of different things that you can do here that you can really capitalize from. And again, it plays very similar because Mitch is on this guy.
Yeah, here's your composition. I mean, nothing really all that crazy on the C9 side.
Yeah, I think it just makes sense the way that they play, the way that they kind of perform their protocols, their mid-round calls, the way that they slow down at all the perfect times, and the way they take aggression. I feel like they have that plan set around that Raze and Sky combo. So it makes a lot of sense. But the Yoru, I'm liking this from 2G.
Double duelist, okay.
I really like it.
This is new. This is very different. I mean, when they played at the senior tournament for the side of 2G, Spike was actually on the Gecko. They were playing that Gecko Fade composition. So switching it up a little bit, especially with that Yoru, is something that I'm surprised at. I want to see what he's able to do there.
We talked about Silent and Spike too, so I think this plays really well into it because with the double duelists, they bounce really well off of each other when they are playing together. And I think they're going to give each other confidence to kind of go forward and make that aggression play that I feel like we want to see from 2G.
All right, well, we're excited for this one, folks. Let's go ahead and get the show on the road, shall we? Send it over to your casters, who, by the way, I was just told are also facing relegation. Here's Doug and Ender. Do a good job, boys.
I don't have a quip in response to that. I don't really know what to say to that.
Don't
please don't. I'd rather you not. Let's turn our attention over to Bind, where we talked about the comps and how it's different. They're going to be running this double duelist comp. Christy, what are your thoughts on that, on Bind specifically? And remember, you are earning your spot, so it's got to be
right. Okay, I'm gonna lock in here. I'm gonna do my best. Honestly, I'm a fan of the double duelist. I really like the Yoru on this map. A ton of fun stuff you can do with the teleports across. Of course, fake teleport noises, silly stuff like that. But really, when it comes down to it, I think these two duelists, especially on the attacking side, are just so good at overwhelming sites. Two of the best ults in the game to just blow up a site. And when you have multiple people diving in, Raze distracting to set up for your TP, it's hard to beat.
Yeah, it becomes chaos on the side, and that's exactly what I think we will see a lot of on 2G's attacking side. It is time for the Samsung match start. Load up fast with Samsung SSDs. As I mentioned, 2G going to be the ones to set the pace early on. Notably more successful on their pistols. A bit of a surprise than Cloud9 on the other side of the stage.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, C9 win a lot of their round 2 forces. They lose a lot of those pistols, but they come back in a big way. We'll see what 2G have in store for us right now, setting up mainly towards this A side where C9 have just really left Oxy towards Heaven and some stalling util down short.
The wall, the thorns, not much else on that side.
I mean, it's not like C9 are ready to quickly teleport and get over to this side of the map. Oxy's just playing with a Sheriff up here to get a headshot and duck away.
Toxins going up.
It may be a bit of a challenge. You got a trap set up over in Hookah.
Toxins screen down.
Gobert cautious, not over pursuing. You see the smokes go up, the wall has been procced, and that is where the spike is. So it's going to have to wait for just a moment.
LZ jumps up on top of the box, can hop over the wall and still go for the plant. Now a couple of teleports over towards Showers. Dog should push back these 2G players. They want to take control of back site now. They still have yet to plant. And C9 are reading this. They've left 2 players over towards Hookah in case there's a teleport back onto that side.
Mitch will draw first blood and hang on to maintain the Shower's control. Now you're going to start to see some of the flank come through from B, through sand, and Gobert is already ready for it. Trampling like Clydesdales across the middle of the map, a little challenge done, and Vic hunts him down.
It's starting to fall apart now. C9 coming in from every single angle.
And every single kill going their way, too. There goes the flawless. I'll own that one.
I mean, Oxy runs out of bullets.
Yeah, that one was. I felt like that one was my fault because I kind of called it before it happened.
You did.
And so
you've had worse moments, though, honestly.
I don't know what you're talking about. Cloud9 win the pistol.
That was wild too, because you could see 2G, they got the site almost too easily, and then they just didn't really know where they wanted to go. First it was take control of backside, then they realized that didn't look so good, so we go back into short. Now we're getting flanked.
You guys are all running around headless chickens. Let's go, baby. Good pistol.
They were all looking the wrong direction for the most part.
It is concerning that that's the look they're showing on the pistol, too.
Yep.
I mean, it's early days. You should be drilling pistols from the beginning.
This is our first time seeing 2G play Bind on the VCT stage, though. And it is a new comp, so gearing up, quick flash into Showers, take the orb. Which duelist is going to get that one? I agree with the Yoru pick. I think Yoru getting Dimensional Drift online is so powerful.
And so they freeze on the other side of that. Showers control still theirs. No interest on the B side of the map whatsoever.
Oh, it's about to be a destruction of 2G.
Yeah, that wall will only do so much.
And then again, Oxy dies to a pistol. Okay, this is starting to become a pattern, these near flawless rounds.
The win conditions are fight Oxy with a pistol and you'll be all right.
Yeah, your just entire team has to be dead before you are allowed to activate that.
And so Spike is going to try his best to pull off a 1v3 with 48 HP and the Spike out of hand.
Oh yeah, I'm sure C9 believed that teleport. I'm sure of it. I wonder why the door hasn't opened yet.
What a surprise. And so that's Cloud9's second, and they get through that pretty cleanly. They carry, what, 3 Bulldogs into the next round?
Yeah, they do lose the Outlaw. Although, that being said, don't care so much about that when they know that 2G didn't buy anything. So
Right.
basically full heavies coming into this third round. But even there, I like C9's read of the round state. You know, they had multiple players into Showers. They fell off of that. And then just fully anticipate 2G coming back into A short. They have 3 players with C9 ready to lock that down.
Now some interest on the other side of the map. And Zepp is up real far. Oxy's there with them. And look at how much respect they're showing to that. And so off of that denial of space, 2G have to respect the smoke. They have to rotate to the other side of the map, and you've got Net and Mitch lying in wait.
And Net gets the little information, can fall out of that, but Mitch has a Bucky. And I think 2G are going to have to bring back Prizes Fade to use some Prowlers to get into Hookah. These close angles so dangerous on the bonus.
Yeah, that's a shot. That's the sound of a Bucky on the other side.
Dear, that was from backside. Zeppa finds that.
Mitch has to play this in such a finely nuanced position if he wants to get value out of that Bucky.
But there's so much stall here. The gas goes down. Now the Thorns can be popped. 2G don't have a clean way in.
No, they're stalling out. Satchel, a box, flashed, unlucky. And there's Zeppa striking again. The 2 Bulldogs having the problem so far in this round. And they're in a position to get another. The Bucky sings. That's 3 for Zeppa. And a flawless round for Cloud9.
It's a terrible day to be a 2G fan and have eyes. Just brutal. Mowed down by the Bucky in center sight. But it's all possible with that early pick. Zeppa finds the reposition into elbow. I think Mitch had good supporting util from backside as well, but this is exactly the way C9 want to start their map pick.
Yeah, especially after the struggles against Sentinels last week. Get that sour taste out of your mouth. I agree.
And they got slapped around a little bit, but instantly taking back some control. And again, with some aggro towards Showers. Full Senti stall setup on the B side. You're going to see this so often from C9. Just playing to stall out, buy time for rotates to come in from the A site. Although still one of the benefits of having Zeppa on the Senti role, remember him making the swap over. He likes to play a little bit more aggressively, so even on the passive side, Zeppa will still take those forward lines.
Well, the orb was grabbed, and they push Gobera.
And push him, shoot him, get the orb themselves. And again, there's no way for 2G to speed up towards B. You have to somehow be able to eat up so much of this gas and then burn the Thorns. This doesn't seem so doable.
No, and then if you manage that, Vic rotates over. He still has smokes he can play around. A satchel across. His silence will get the best of Ned. And so some breathing room here. Some real estate allotted.
Spike planted.
Teleport in. Oh, that's gnarly.
Yeah, and those walls are closing in. Second thought of the Seekers, opting not to avail themselves of that resource quite yet, as Vic and Oxy save the day.
Just over, as simple as that. So looking forward now, 2G have to solve the problem of the B site, unless they can just overwhelm A, but I don't think that's so reliable. They do have some big ultimates to play with, but when 2G are playing slower rounds, what I'd like to see them do a little bit more of is pressure down onto A short. You know, if Ned is going to have his orb on that side of the map, you can eat up a lot of the Viper gas by pressuring on the lurk, using that gas or forcing it out on the A side. And then that means you can walk up forward on B. You can bait out the thorns before the wall goes down.
Good job. Let's go, boys. Nice run.
You can change the order you approach into the site a little bit. Otherwise, we're just going to see this round on repeat.
And perhaps that's what this conversation taking place right now will be about. How do you solve some of that? How do you get past some of that stall utility that you've mentioned now on B? And I mean, there are a couple of things that 2G need to solve right now. It doesn't seem like anything has really gone their way, but that is a big one. And you imagine here the benefit of Cloud9 in this position is so far, 2G have not pulled off anything successfully. You expect something to address the B hold on the other side of the timeout. You can flip the holds the other way.
Yeah.
You can change your setups, and all of a sudden, 2G are still on a back foot.
But it's just so weird, too, this moment to call a timeout because of the ultimates in play as well, because I think this round almost plays itself a little bit, right? 2G have been getting carved up, you know, playing these slower rounds. C9 have found some aggression, so you'd expect Spike to just be running in with the dimensional drift, and they just 5-hit a site. You know, so often when you have the Oral, that's how simple the rounds become.
Right.
So then for C9, it's very simple as well. You know, you hard stack, fight aggressively on one side, the other side looks passive. That looks like it's going to be some aggression down short here to try and catch 2G before they pop into the site hit.
Remember the last time Cloud9 did this, they played in a smoke and just waited. They're not doing it this time. That ult's going to give a lot away. They're going to swing on the other side of it. Oxy looking for another, pops the ult. Spike, you can only run for so long.
That's crazy, man.
Beautifully done. On the other side of the timeout, Cloud9 dial up a little bit of pressure.
And now this wrap from Mitch. There's no way anyone's turning around for him.
Nope.
Spike down A.
Boxed in like a fish. And that's, oh.
Balla? Balla mentioned?
He's back, he's back. Shout out Balla. Missed that guy. Speaking of casters, they got relegated. 07. He relegated himself, it's fine.
That's how rumors start, man.
This is how rumors start. Hey, look, you know, I slip into, you know, his old place. People say I'm replacing Bebe. No. I'm coming in for Balla. We're coming full circle. Hold up.
Prize will get a couple. Still 30 seconds left in the round. The Spike's still out of reach.
30 seconds left.
But Prize has done well to get this far. Still has some regen armor he can play around, and Oxy and Zephyr are vacating the site.
Yeah, they're not going to give any picks over.
Yeah.
Just force him to plant the spike. Then you know where he is. You can rush him, especially if the clock starts working down. And now they're ready for the quick rotate to B. Perfect.
Yeah, they know that there is no
10
pump fake
seconds
behind this. No options really for Prize. And so he swings out. The first pass has been cleared, but Oxy's 3 gets Cloud9 to 5.
This is where I'm hoping the timeout was a little bit deeper than just setting up for this one exec over towards the A side, because I think that round was always going to come down to sort of a coin flip, whether or not 2G guessed the same site that C9 was aggroing on, and then you get this round, or they guess the weak site. And then they're getting in and playing some kind of 5v5 post plant.
He ain't winning that. I'm too confident.
It shows.
His little showstopper play there was real nice.
7-2 for Oxy, Cloud9. Choosing to press a different area of the map here. We talked so much about how they're hellbent on controlling short. Now it's showers, and it's another opener.
Insane. 2G have to quickly escalate down into lamps. But now they're split apart, 2-2. Forced to commit towards A.
The wall and the thorns in play. Now they're going to try to clear out behind it. The dog first. And utility exchange. Now, as that settles, they still haven't gotten the spike out to a comfortable spot.
Oxy taking a ton of space out of B. C9, no, 2G are stuck in here, and Zeppa's still securing kills.
Spike planted.
It is a mess.
They're deciding to play ahead of this. Prize was up. He's the last one standing, and he will get swung. Cloud9 gets to 6. 2G. We talked a little bit about the timeout a couple of rounds ago, and hoping there'd be some more significant adaptations on the outside of it, but it doesn't seem like much has changed.
No, and they're just doing a little showers play. A lot of the time you're going to be fake teleporting in there with you have Yoru Flash coming in comboed with the Haunt, and that's a great combo versus one player. You know, because if you break the Haunt, you get flashed. But when there's 3 players going in short, and again, C9 on their aggro side, they're not, you know, splitting up on short and in showers. It's always 3 players fighting together right at the start of the round. 2G have not picked up on that, and as a result, plays like this just get completely crushed.
Yeah, haven't picked up on much of anything yet. This time, some of the Vice utility is back A. You've got the Flash and the Thorns.
Yeah, C9 aren't so readable, continuing to mix it up.
They have done a really good job of keeping 2G on their back foot. Even this is a look that I don't think they've seen.
Not yet, but it is a classic one. The jump peaks from the player in Octagon, and then that slight off angle from net. He can get a pick, jump in the teleporter.
Likely seeing that in fruition here in just a moment is Net. Playing behind the orb will get his kill.
Oh, he wants more.
Oh, of course he overstays. That spam's gonna connect. The spit is good, but not good enough. Spike gets 2 and B is in play.
Vic's holding his ground though. Ultimate into Octagon.
And
the smokes and the molly.
And just like that, the hold is there.
So now a rotate comes in from Zeppa, but a 1v1 on A could determine the round. Gobera is up into showers, and it's only Oxy to hold him. The rest of 2G ready to teleport back into A.
If he gets space, he's not really taking any of it.
And Oxy's in a really tough spot for him to actually clear. With the information 2G have had in previous rounds of Oxy stepping forward on the extremities and going for the flanks, Gobera's been called back. He's not going for the flank himself. He's worried that Oxy has crept up short.
Bolt invested out onto B. Molly will follow. And they're throwing everything in the kitchen sink here. Vic somehow still gets enough damage done.
It's the Steel Garden from Zeppa. The second the exec comes in, because C9 have never been forced to use any of their ultimates except to react to what 2G is doing, you have those layers of stall. Vic drops the ulti, drops the mollies. Okay, 2G wait. But Gobera doesn't go for the lurk, so then they just freeze, go for a rehit without pushing anyone back, without finding any picks, and Zeppa is there and waiting.
8-1 for Zeppa. Spike did really well to get out of Long the way he did. But you're right, that ult was the difference maker. That one was the round decider.
And it's unfortunate too, because the round started off so beautifully for them. You know, there's the overstay from Net in Long. 2G are up in numbers. Now they're going into Oxy's op.
Patience in front of the dog. Pressure on the other side of the map. Gobera will get overwhelmed.
Well,
Oxy's gonna get another shot at the op here. Drops an nade to dissuade the flood out from Hookah.
what?
Spike down B.
That was with a spit too.
I mean, they're going through the Viper wall as well, so the decay just...
Or maybe, yeah, maybe it was the wall. We'll take a look at it
Give
here
it to
again
us in
shortly.
slow motion. Let's just savor it.
Well, if you're a fan of 2G, avert your eyes here. You're not going to want to see this again. Oh, and now you got to think about it.
Yeah, 2G are calling a second timeout in 8 rounds. Hard to blame them. Guy on your screen right now sitting 11-2. And that was after, you know, he got pushed back with the operator, no problem. Oh, yeah, triple paint show kill. Oh, yeah, let's watch. Wall goes up. The spit is on the ground, but no, they didn't even get hit by the spit.
It was the wall.
That's awesome.
His facial reaction. Yeah, man, we thought the same thing. I'm not going to lie to you.
That's the look of a man who does not have to do his job this map.
That's how easy the game is, no? Drop utility and get a 3K with an 8.
Man. That's rough.
A quick resetting of expectations here, because for as much as it has been very casual for Cloud9, what they're playing for is anything but. They win this series, they qualify for playoffs, the rougher part of the season that has forever been their Achilles heel.
Yeah, and they're always telling us this is the time that we're going to be a playoffs team. We're going to go the distance, and I think this roster over the course of the year has looked very, very solid. Obviously, starting things off strong here again, putting them in a great position to clinch.
So what do 2G do on the other side of their second timeout of the half? What's the plan here? Silence has an ult. Gobera has an ult.
I want Gobera to play with some confidence towards the A side. Like, can we walk down A short? Can we pressure some of this utility onto B? Dealing with the wall and Hookah's a good first step. The Thorns already. This is nice.
Okay. They're flushing out a lot of that utility that has been a problem for them.
Our concern is they don't... Okay, well, let's just exec. Okay.
There's Silence getting a couple kills of his own. Zeppa hasn't gone cleared, but Gobera behind enemy lines, and now there's a pit that he can play around. Oxy's going to attempt to retake this with an op. No real way to change weapons, given his pathing.
Oh, but you forgot. He still has paint shells,
Right,
Doug.
that's right. He's got utility. Oh, gosh, he's going to do it again, isn't he?
He's using his shorty, too. Just silliness. Trying to draw some attention from Mitch on the flank down long.
He's just been patient with it. They know you're there. Uh-huh. Yeah.
If he gets even one kill, I don't know. I quit. Like...
They're just playing for exits here. It looks like it.
Yeah, deny all those guns.
And so they will give up their first round. 2G will get on the board, but they're going to be in such miserable financial straits if Mitch can get a kill here, or 2, or all 3.
So on the one hand, you win a round.
Which is huge, because
That's
you
big.
haven't up until now.
On the other hand, you
Right.
get away with no guns.
Right.
But that was a good example of 2G just saying, hey, we have the ultimates, let's get into the site.
Right, let's
you
just
know?
go. Yeah.
Silence gets the job done there. Paint shells comboed in with the showstopper.
I think he was flashed.
Yeah, that rocket isn't so precise, you know?
Really? Is that
Throw it in the general direction, it's a kill. But as a result of those 3 kills at the end, it is a bit of a scrappy purchase for 2G.
I'm loving this pace. It might just be too little too late. 2G already threatening A. Never mind.
Who trained you? Spike planted.
Well, an immovable object just met a stoppable force.
Enemy down.
How'd that play out?
Not great. Oxy's going to get another Gobaran prize. Left to try to hang on to this site.
C9 are also just flanking every round. The satchels to distract. Here comes that flank. Oh, no, sorry. Vic is there. Flank doesn't even matter. It's a cosmetic.
This has been... I mean, we've had a couple of pretty one-sided maps this year. It feels like feels like one of the most complete, one of the most dominant.
Yeah. I mean, this one, ever since C9, what, did they flawless their bonus?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. And they would have had it on the pistol, too. I mean, if not for that one kill.
been running away with it. Spike here's trying to get a lot done going into the back of sight, but just couldn't quite get the drop on Vic.
This has been a complete class difference.
Yeah, and that comes after 2G. You know, again, they're using these duelist ultimates, which should just secure you a site.
Right.
This time they don't run into C9 fighting down short, so it looks like it might be okay. There's still all that Vise util to segment Spike away from the rest of the squad.
Op Proxy has been posted down B long.
Yeah.
So you see some of the rotations from Mitch, particularly heading towards A.
Easy little rotate to come over there. Again, there's full stall on short, so C9 can mostly just focus this fight over into showers.
That clone has always been a part of the plan.
Yeah, get that wall out.
Yep. And so now they get to the point in the round where they spin their wheels.
It's a little bit forced. They're not looking at anything.
Mitch getting 2 from up on heaven.
Down and out.
Just 2 pistols left for 2G.
Here.
And oof. That would have been insult to injury. Will commit, will succeed at getting the spike down as LZ gets the best of Mitch. And now Prize will fall.
Just like that, C9 on 10.
Not while I'm.
Maybe we think of different words that could describe it. Shellacking comes to mind.
Whoopin'.
A whoopin', yeah, yeah.
Yep. That feels like a GB word.
I almost said that. I was like, that is so classic GB.
And then a wrestling reference that nobody understands except him. Yeah.
Yeah. Why would get him?
Why would get him?
Nah, boo boo.
See, I wasn't gonna suggest na boo boo, but that also feels like it applies.
Well, Vic is the linguist here, not you, and so
Right, no, it makes sense.
Ever the poet, currently sitting at 14 and like 1. Somebody we haven't talked about a ton.
Oh no, he's about to melt them. Brimult in hand. Don't get too close to that Vise wall or it's about to come down.
He's got it at the ready.
Oxy, by the way, is just playing in spawn. Is this guy AFK? Like, it's like, hold on, I gotta run to the fridge, get another drink. Like, what is this guy doing?
His mouse didn't die, right? We're not.
By the way,
we don't have the boostio
He
thing
is
again, do we?
just. I assume he's just getting ready to quickly react to either side of the map.
Yeah.
It is just exceptionally funny. Look at him back there.
So the flash is through, the ults pop, both of them, segmenting off the right side of the map. And now they have more going on. Oxy takes flight, tries to get a little bit more with his ult. Gobert puts a bullet between his eyes, though.
One enemy remaining.
And Zeppa has never moved off the site. The defenses were never pushed. This time they burn the clock all the way down, but the outcome is the same.
Switching sides.
I like how you say they've got a lot going on, as if C9 didn't just use every single ultimate in the game.
Yeah, listen, I'm trying.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I'm trying really hard.
So is Vic. This guy is 16-5 right now. Okay, relax.
Boy, this is, yeah, a brutal, I mean, a borderline perfect half for Cloud9. And the truth is they called to save and contain financially, and that's how they lost the one round they did. We're going to throw it to a very quick break, and then we'll see the thrilling conclusion to this map on the other side. We'll see you there.
I know what you're thinking. Total glow up. What's her secret? Fine, I'll spill. I totally upgraded with Verizon. Everyone gets a free phone with any plan, even if you're already a customer, like me. Now I have Google Gemini. It's like a little glam squad in my pocket. Gemini, what eye makeup goes with this lipstick? I'd suggest a classic cat eye. Wow, setting the bar high for daycare pickup. Get in on this.
Well, if you missed the first half and you are just joining us, you didn't miss anything really at all. Cloud9 in what felt like record time obliterated 2G in every single facet of the game. They find themselves up 11-1 at half, and 2G are now on the defensive
Yeah.
side, attempting to put together a comeback.
Everyone thought they were watching VCT Americas, but it's actually just games done quick. And Vic's looking like the quickest of them out there. Guy was frying back in the first half. And hey, it's going to be a bloodbath down long. That's exciting.
These gunfights have historically not gone their way, but there's a shot at this. The Spit is in a really nice spot, though, segmenting them off, but kills traded.
Yeah, 2 for 2, not too bad. Zekin also pretty darn low. This is where C9 just hightail it over back towards A. I think we saw a lot of 2G like freeze, re-hitting back in the first half. C9 already having ideas to play a little bit more of the map. And that's a good guess this time.
So Smokes will provide a little bit of cover. They'll get out onto the site and get the spike down. Bit of a segmented approach on the retake from 2G.
Looks to me like Prize is going to be the guy here, but there is a wall right in front of him. He won't be the guy. It'll be someone else. Someone else will be the guy.
Thank you.
And immediately, crosshairs flip back. So they realize where some of the threat lies. Still has to be dealt with, though.
Yeah, kind of long range there with the Frenzy.
That's not the weapon you want in that fight. However, you mentioned it, Zeppa's so weak that maybe he can get away with one.
Remaining. Last player standing.
Prize has gotten it down to a 1v1. He's just on the other side. Vic will get his 4. Cloud9 will get to 12.
Vic's just tryharding. I don't know what else to say. Is that 20 kills now? Yeah, okay.
I mean, it's working.
My Brimstone is 20 and 5. Actually just smurfing on the stage. This early fight, I mean, it looked decent enough for 2G.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that they walked away with trades there is,
Yeah.
I think, more than I expected.
Vic's just too quick on those shots.
Just emote on him. Oh, no. All right, so Gobera and Prize will both invest.
I mean,
Whatever.
they're all buying down to nothing.
Yeah, whatever change they could muster.
Maybe a change of scenery? Lotus?
Yeah, that might be the only change that will work here. Oxy satcheling forward. The Molly will delay for but a moment.
Hold up.
No, don't believe their lies.
You don't believe in Prize?
I don't believe in this map coming back. They have this full site control. I mean, there is going to be a late rotate through.
This guy.
Yeah, Vic is just unreal right now. He's playing at such insane form.
Spike planted.
And so, yes, Gobera will creep forward. He will get his 1.
Hey, you got Vic. That's what matters.
That's the final boss. Prize will get another. Starting to try to cross through. Prize left alone to try to keep this map alive. Or to send us over to Lotus. And that's exactly what will happen. Cloud9, I obliterate 2G.
I like the look on Oxy's face there, too. The look of embarrassment? Like, I don't know. He's like, I just don't know what I did there. I was a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
I was watching Oxy's stream last night. He was promising me a magical series. That's what he said, a magical series.
I mean, yeah, that was not magical if you're a Cloud9 fan.
They kind of look like the big evil